offended. I don't see anyone. Write something. Adil, how you doing? Now. Forever. Together.
This is the Big Apple, New York City, Midtown Manhattan, the city that never sleeps, and the latest stop on the road
Guy,
to
חיים שלי, מה?
WrestleMania. And that's the world's most famous
William,
arena, the home of the
Joshua,
NBA
how's it
and the
going?
NHL
And
Rangers,
Gabby.
historic
Everyone.
Madison Square
Welcome
Garden.
to my stream. I have no idea how I'm like doing it. I'm actually still awake.
Punk is here tonight. He was slammed through the announce table by Roman Reigns last week. Punk in a mood tonight. The women's tag team champions, the irresistible forces, Nia Jax, Lash Legend.
Oh, yeah.
They defend the titles tonight against Bayley and Lyra. The ruler, Oba Femi, who will challenge Brock Lesnar in 19 nights in WrestleMania. The ruler and the beast here live on Monday Night Raw.
Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. I'm the
Let's go. Wrestling has royal family. דן, קרוב הולך להיות הפתעה מטורפת, כונני. מה, ג'ריקו? I can ask you something in private. כן, בטח חיים שלי. בטח, בטח. תמיד. ג'לל! Get on the feet. What crazy time do we live, aren't we? El Grande Druziano. מה קורה? How you doing? So, where are you from? I'm wondering. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. By the way, I need to upload a photo that I'm always checking that I'm. Lucha Meat.
On the grandest stage of them all, the American
Lil
Nightmare will put his
Diquino.
most prized possession on the line against the man
Or-
he once considered one of his best
Lil Diquino.
friends, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Okay,
who
we
is
have
in
Guy
search of his
Grande
15th
Dulciano.
reign as the
I just
top
started
dog in
last Wednesday.
WWE.
I make burgers, baguettes. Oh my god, it sounds like crazy. And fajitas.
Increasingly
Sounds crazy, man.
emotional.
Sounds tasty. El Grande Druziano, you from Daliat El Carmel. Kapara alecha. Welcome to the stream, Neshama. What's your last name? Like, what's your first name? Like, Nice meeting you. Welcome to the stream, love. Seriously. El Grande Druziano. I love it. I think I know who it is. Let's go. Cody.
So, world's most famous arena, the home of the WWE Championship, a place where the WWE Champion will always be present. Madison Square Garden, New York City. What do you want to talk about?
Look who's here.
What a surprise! Stephanie McMahon on Raw in the Garden. If there was any doubt, we are absolutely on the road to WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. No, this is what I was saying. I said like, I know who is it. It's Nizar. It's gotta be Nizar. כפרה עליך חיים של אמא.
WWE Hall of
שרופה.
Fame, WrestleMania weekend.
It's Nizar, you guys. It's our friend. Stephanie, hello. How you doing, love? What's going on?
Don't make me cry, guys. It's not fair.
Oh, I love her so much. Seriously.
Stephanie! I am surprised to see you here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you would be surprised. I mean, the last time I checked, my name is Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
Is the house my grandfather built, Madison Square Garden.
Okay. Stephanie McMahon! What do you want to talk about?
Let's go.
Well, Cody, I want to talk about you. I want to talk about Randy Orton. And I want to talk about WrestleMania.
Let's go.
Only you're not going to like what I have to say.
Damn.
See, Cody, you talked about where you used to sit at center stage in conversations that we've had. Well, I used to sit right over there. And Andre the Giant would walk by and squeeze my leg and give me the office as he'd come to the ring. Because you, me, and Randy, we are multi-generational talent in this business. We understand what it means to be at the top in a different way than anybody else. We have all taken different paths to get to where we are in this moment. But you chose to take the golden path. And that's amazing. It's wonderful. You've stayed true to yourself. You've stayed true to your values and who you are. and you actually believe that you can bring out the best in people.
The
that
best.
you can bring out the best of your opponents in the middle of this ring, and for the most part, you can. But you can't this time with this version of Randy Orton. This version of Randy Orton is diabolical. And Cody,
And
you
she
don't
knows.
have to be diabolical, but you have to be able to think like that. You have to be able to think like Randy. Your father understood that better than anybody. Dusty Rhodes could roll with the best of them. He could get down and dirty with the best of them, but from what I've seen so far, you are not your father.
Oh! Damn, Stephanie.
This version of Cody Rhodes
Wow.
can't beat this version of Randy Orton. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Oh my God, Stephanie. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I love her so much. Seriously. What a queen. Randy! Randy! Everyone loves to hear Randy. Come on.
The last thing that I would ever want is to be rude to you, but I don't know who Randy Orton is. I know everything about Randy Orton. I know that he was the coal that became the diamond. I know he was the youngest world champion in company history. I know he was the legend killer by merit. I know he was punting people's heads off left and right, my own father included. I know he was doing stuff so violent and so vile on this very show that we can't show it today. And I know that some of that stuff was to you. And I know there's a whole swath of the WWE universe of pro wrestling fans who want this whole student-teacher dynamic. But I ceased to be the student a long time ago, and it wasn't when I won the WWE Championship. It's when I became a babysitter, when I had to reach over in the car, turn the volume down just to make sure he was breathing while he drooled all over himself. I am not the student. I am not afraid of Randy Orton, and I am not walking in to my very first WrestleMania main event. You want to bring up fathers? I'm not mine. You're right. Stephanie McMahon, with all due respect, you're not yours either.
Oh, damn! Oh!
I am out here because I care about you. And you don't have anybody giving you any guidance in this situation.
Holy shit.
You don't understand what this Randy Orton is capable of. He doesn't need a babysitter. He doesn't need any of that. He's not asking you to be the student, and I'm not saying you are. But Cody, you have to understand that Randy isn't just listening to the voices in his head. He beckoned them. He loves what they're telling them. He can control them. And it appears that he is listening to someone else as well. So unless you can learn to actually think like Randy, then you are going to lose that title. And WrestleMania will be the last time Cody Rhodes is introduced as the undisputed WWE champion.
Damn. Oh!
Stephanie McMahon, I've got 2 words for you.
Suck it! Suck it! Oh, almost. Oh, if he would say suck it, that would be perfect.
Tough love from Stephanie McMahon tonight. And Corey, I think it's something Cody had to hear because there's a lot to think about for Cody Rhodes.
I completely agree with you. It may not have been what the American Nightmare expected or wanted to hear, but something he absolutely needed, coming from a very trustworthy source. What a moment on source. What a moment on the road to WrestleMania.
Where is he at? I need to talk to him right now. Who? Danhausen.
Hey!
You.
Danhausen.
Man, where you been at? My life has been a disaster. I've been missing flights, late to events. Come on, bro. Uncurse me now, please.
Uncurse you? Maybe for a price. $10 million, no, $1 billion. And the rights to your streaming services, and give me one of your personal assistants and a camera boy for myself. I saw that.
You know I can't do that. Absolutely no.
Okay, Speed, let's not worry about this.
He just want money.
Tonight I got your front
He
row
just-
seats for the Usos in the Division for the tag titles. It's a street fight. Oh, and we have a special guest commentator.
Oh,
Hey, nice. Yeah.
Are you taking care of this guy with good
I
seats?
am. I'm trying to.
I'm gonna go talk that talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to disappear?
Oh, yeah.
Strange that.
Steven.
Talking about Speed or Danhausen?
Both?
No, it's interesting.
Goes.
Steven, he loves his Danhausens. Yes, we love him as well. Daniel, I'm addicted to Danhausen. Me too. Like, he's the best.
Critical matchup tonight, Corey, on the road to WrestleMania.
When you're this close to the grandest stage of them all, every night, every match, every
Steven!
opportunity counts. And that fact is not lost on the 9-time
Show
tag
love to
team
Steven.
champions, Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Why are they frozen? Like, what? What's wrong with Jimmy? No! 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 New song, new song.
See more intense Jimmy and Jey Uso tonight than perhaps we've seen in some time, understanding the stakes are incredibly high. The tag team titles on the line.
It just doesn't work. It just
Square
doesn't
Garden,
work. I'm sorry.
New York City, Las Vegas, and WrestleMania on the horizon. Jimmy and Jey understand the magnitude of the moment.
And for the Vision, such an
I don't
important
know.
matchup as well. Paul Heyman explaining to the group that winning gold means having power.
Me too. What? What happened to the sound? I can hear it. Oh no.
ladies and gentlemen,
Please welcome.
Hey, Night.
Well, an interesting situation here, Corey. We heard from General Manager this man, LA Knight, will be joining us on commentary here tonight. He's had massive issues with the Vision in the past. Also, last week got involved in the matchup, which we'll show you in a little bit, involving the Usos and the Vision. And Jimmy and Jay basically said, hey, thanks, but no thanks. Stay out of our business.
Well, understandably, Jimmy and Jay want to handle their own business, and LA Knight's got business of his own to attend to. Not only joining us here at the announce desk, but he wants to make the Vision part of the rear-view mirror of his career.
Welcome to the announce desk, Mr. Knight.
Well, you know, here we are. Gonna do a little talking here. What do you think?
I think that's the best place to do it. Right there, we got you a nice comfy chairs, best seat in the house, tag team titles on the line.
WWE World is returning to Las Vegas, April 16th to the 20th. All new activation,
Boy.
the return of Night. LA, welcome, and what brings you out here?
What brings me out here? Look, you got a match here that's going to happen, and I'm invited to any party that I want to go to, but you talk Vision business, you're talking LA Knight business. Yeah.
And also here at ringside.
Flatten Logan Paul and pass the Nux to main event Jey Uso. And unfortunately for Austin Theory, Jey could not help himself. 5 across the eyes of the pressure of the Vision. And a trigger-happy Jey would leave Logan laying.
And then later on in the night, LA, you'd have a run-in with the Usos in the back. They basically said thanks, but no thanks. Stay out of our business, yet you're out here again tonight.
No, they didn't tell me to stay out of the business. Look, Michael Cole, first of all, you got to get it straight. They wanted me to stay out of this bloodline business because it looks like they're starting to get into that. What happened was, Jey, I told him you could at least maybe try and hide the Nux next time, pick up the victory. He got a little hot about that. That's okay. But what it comes down to is, look, I'm not out here to get into their business. I'm here to get into Vision's business.
Well, this is the first street fight in over 3 years for the World Tag Team titles. Again, you win via pinfall or submission in the ring. No countouts, no disqualifications as we are on the road to WrestleMania. Corey, big night for the Vision, seeking their first tag team titles. And well, their oracle, Paul Heyman, has told them in the past, you win gold, you gain power, and that's what the Vision wants.
Well, that was the original goal of the Vision as a faction. Its existence is based on power. It would certainly shift things in their favor tonight, and here we go.
We're getting right to the action. You guys mentioned it right there, though. Paul Heyman, conspicuous by his absence here. Where's he at?
Oh, he's got a lot going on. He's dealing with Brock, and he's got that Seth Rollins issue.
Well, that's at least a good reason for me to be down here, because you never know what kind of trickery these guys are going to pull out of their back pocket.
Back shoulder tackle by Theory, and then Jimmy Uso meets him with a big high elbow. Logan Paul, a man, you date back a number of years in your rivalry with him, LA.
Well, sure. I mean, if you look in this ring right now, you got main event Jey Uso, and you got the unfortunate event Logan Paul. And look, he's the one guy who actually fell up the stairs to success, so I at least got to give him a little bit of credit for that.
You did take the United States Championship from Logan Paul a couple years ago at SummerSlam, and Jey Uso wiping out the Vision. Street fight continues for the World Tag Team titles.
We'll be back, everybody.
Am I the only one who's not interested in that match? Like, seriously.
LA, gonna ask you a question. Who do you think has the edge under these street fight rules?
Man, that's such a, you got too many X factors out here. What, I got championship titles sitting right over here. There's probably, look, he's already digging under here, finding some stuff there, so you never know any one shot could make this one be a good night. Oh, God.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
Perfectly legal.
Don't come over here and talk to me.
Oh, and Logan Paul sends main event Jay face first into the ring post.
Austin Theory almost went into business for himself, and I'd have put him right out of business.
Theory, a former tag team champion, two-time United States champion. Theory calls himself the Pressure. Talked to him a little earlier today. He says it's all about being young in WWE, standing next to legends. Didn't even know what he was all about yet. He's finally put all that behind him, Corey. He has stopped letting the pressure get to him, and he's used the pressure for himself.
Austin Theory himself becoming depression are no secret. What is it about Logan and Austin Theory that make them such tough competitors inside the ring?
Well, look, you got two guys who are amazing athletes. The problem is there's so much empty space in both their heads. I think Spirit Halloween's actually...
Oh, LA Knight takes over the vision.
But the bottom line is when you've got guys who are that thoughtless...
He's finally put all that behind him, Corey. He has stopped letting the pressure get to him, and he's used the pressure for himself.
Austin Theory himself.
No, come on.
Popular move there. They're putting that table back.
Oh, and Theory drops Big Jim for the moment.
Oh, and now Logan Paul with a kendo stick in hand.
This is what I'm talking about. It's this kind of thing. You got kendo sticks. Who knows what else is under that ring? All over this building they could end up. So anything can happen. It's tough to say who's got the edge.
Well, LA, your personal feelings toward the Vision are no secret. What is it about Logan and Austin Theory that make them such tough competitors inside the ring?
Well, look, you got two guys who are amazing athletes. The problem is there's so much empty space in both their heads. I think Spirit Halloween's actually renting out space to open a store in both their heads. But the bottom line is when you've got guys who are that thoughtless, that stupid, that idiotic, they can be blind rage, and that's what they're doing right now with these kendo sticks.
And let's not forget Braun Breaker's out with an injury from the Vision, and also the man who tsunami'd you through a car a number of months ago, LA, and Bronson Reed.
Right. Well, you talk about me being in this business and all that stuff, me being in the Bloodline business, the Usos business, the Vision business. My God. But what I'm talking about is you got to look at the fact that these guys have done everything to me, and this ends with me and them when they end.
Yep.
I get that.
So far, they've done a good job of taking themselves out. I just got to finish the job.
We want tables.
Again, looking to introduce a table, and looks like this time he's actually going to set it up or put it in the ring. Oh, what a shot by Logan Paul.
Getting uncomfortably close over here.
Gotta admit, I admire your self-restraint thus far, LA.
Nobody's really come over here and done too much. Austin Theory almost got a little too close.
Oh my God!
The Vision right now dominating the tag champs.
Oh! Nice.
Hey folks, we're on the road to WrestleMania. This is the New York City street fight for the World Tag Team titles, the Vision. Logan Paul, Austin Theory in control. Logan Paul with a solo-like shot with a kendo stick. Meanwhile, the Usos, the tag champs, in trouble. And LA Knight, who's had major issues with the Vision in the past, joining us on commentary.
Man, we're here again. You're talking about the Vision. You're talking about everything that I want. You just said a minute ago about my restraint, me sitting here, not jumping in there, and I tell you why, because you got to pick your shots. And again, the Usos, I got all the respect in the world for them. The current tag team champs, they're going to get their piece right now, but when it's my turn, I'm getting mine.
And Corey, we mentioned this earlier, such a massive matchup with WrestleMania 2 weeks from Saturday.
Yeah, the road to WrestleMania. About
a little misdirection there.
Manufacturing momentum. Winning the titles tonight would do wonders for the confidence of the Vision as we head to Vegas.
And it's the Usos now that are manufacturing momentum.
Which bar are we going to find you at in Vegas, Cole?
All of them.
Just checking.
Stereo super kicks by Jimmy and Jay.
That might be game over right there.
Logan looks good in that trash can, doesn't he?
One of my personal favorite looks for him, I think. Yeah.
Basura chic.
Hey, calm down over there.
Oh no, things about to go from bad to worse for Austin Theory.
Playing the bongos, baby. Good night.
It was like a piñata.
Turning Monday Night Raw into a Slipknot concert.
Hey, Logan's still out there. Give him some of this too.
What?
Good Lord. All right.
Damn.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
And MSG is loud. It is electric in here behind the Usos.
Yeah, nearly 19,000 on hand tonight.
We're going to put a little extra cap on this one. This doesn't look good for Austin Theory, and I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usos could be closing in on retaining the World Tag Titles. Super kick to Theory.
Like Theory might have lost a tooth or two.
Uh-oh, where are we going with this?
To the high rent district here in Manhattan. Jimmy and Jay, what the hell are they thinking?
This ain't gonna end well for anybody.
Jay glancing back at the table.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Defending their goal.
Holy shit!
Blocks Theory through the table. But can Jimmy and Jay capitalize?
And the problem with that is that
Crazy.
takes something out of everybody. All he's got to do right now, roll over, get an arm over, something. Get the pin.
Like the table is destroyed.
Guys, you think New York like that one?
Oh, green shirt guy. Yes, the green shirt guy. What's going on?
That's Logan
What?
Paul's mother.
What?
Logan Paul's
What?
just handed him brass knuckles.
Where's LA Knight going?
Well, he's going to make sure Logan doesn't use the brass knuckles.
Well, I show Speed getting a shot.
Oh my God!
To the arena by Logan
This is
Paul.
freaking genius! Oh!
Logan face first into the post.
Oh! Oh!
Speed, put those down. You might want to put those down, Speed.
Oh!
And you can tell by his reaction, that was inadvertent, folks. I show Speed just knocked out LA Knight with the knuckles. He's trying to get rid of the other. Yeah, he did.
Now would be a good time to show us your speed.
To show
Get the hell out of Dodge, I show.
Run away.
I think that Danhausen curse is true.
Well, did Danhausen curse LA Knight? Because Knight's the one who's unconscious right now.
And now Logan Paul with the brass knucks in hand. Remember, it's legal under street fight rules. There are no disqualifications.
Brass on titanium. Good night, Big Jim.
Oh!
Jimmy able to duck underneath.
Oh!
Deliver a super kick. And a stereo super kick by the Usos. One to Theory. Spear!
Oh!
That's how Jey Uso beat Austin Theory in about 10 seconds late last year. Theory hasn't forgotten that. And Jay gonna go up top. Jimmy runs into a right hand with a brass knucks by Paul.
Big Jim got absolutely smoked by Logan.
Theory.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Into the cover.
Oh my God!
New tag team champions.
Here are your winners and new World Tag
That was epic.
Team Champions. Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Oh my God, that was great.
Thank I Show Speed, who didn't want to get involved in this at all. He was a victim of circumstance, but nonetheless, the Usos are no longer the champs.
This is
sad.
for Jimmy and Jay. We see again LA Knight bringing the fight to Logan Paul as personal issues. Just too much to handle. Logan desperately would rip I Show Speed over the barricade. And Speed with the brass knuckles just reacting to being surprised by Knight would turn LA's lights
And
out.
you saw his expression. He didn't mean to strike LA Knight. He just did that, to your point, just a reaction. And then Logan Paul would use the brass knuckles. And as Jay was busy with Logan, Theory would just collapse into a cover.
Yeah.
Police division had some help.
I mean, I Show Speed himself doesn't look particularly thrilled, but
I'm not one of y'all.
They're gonna try to kill him otherwise, bro. Well, that's wise advice there from Logan Paul. I think he's telling I Show Speed, you better stick with us because you got a very mad LA Knight and Usos. Hey, listen, want to take it back to the explosive end of Monday Night Raw last week.
did you guys hear what Jimmy Uso said to me right before I came out here?
But I'll be very careful out there, man. My brother's on the warpath.
It goes to show you that Roman Reigns can't do anything without his cousins. But Roman last week did say one thing that pissed me off.
Because at the end of the day, you're old.
And I'll tell you, my young boy...
I do believe that we will see a shirt that says, I'm old. Something like that.
But I'm not insecure. I don't come out here and ask you to acknowledge me. I come out here and tell you nobody in that family can be the best in the world.
You got hit in your head a little bit too many times because you're still out here running your damn mouth.
Brother, I ain't dressed for it, but I'm a fighting champion.
Hold on. What you doing out here? I understand how you feeling, but every time you get emotional, brother, you don't think. You leave him to the OTC. I'm gonna say this as respectfully as I can. Get your brother and leave my ring.
I think you should stay. He needs the help.
Oh, Jay went right after Punk and out. Jimmy trying to get involved. Roman Reigns with a Superman punch to the back of the head. Wait, Joe, hey, get him, Moose. You know what to do. Hey, you know what to do. Smash them all. You know what to do. Spare. Roman Reigns snapped.
Young boy.
Get him.
Who's the real tribal chief? This is my show. I run things here. Now I'm gonna bury you next to your father.
Think of what you're gonna do now.
I don't need any help. I'm not the one that needs help.
And we know the world champ CM Punk is here tonight in a building where he's had some great history. November 20th, back in 2011 at Survivor Series here in the Garden. He won the WWE Championship, which would kick off that legendary 434-day championship reign.
Well, as we get closer to the showcase of the Immortals in Las Vegas, the temperature between these two continues to rise. The war of words has escalated, and tonight in Madison Square Garden, both Roman Reigns and CM Punk are under the same roof tonight.
Livy!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Liv Morgan.
The winner of the Royal Rumble is here. And the woman who faces
Reigns and CM Punk are under the same roof tonight.
Watch me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Liv.
Oh my god, that was great.
Liv Morgan confident heading into WrestleMania 2 weeks from Saturday. The two-night event from Las Vegas.
We may very well be looking at our next Women's World Champion. After Finn Balor was bounced from the Judgment Day, Liv would love to bring a little gold back to the clubhouse.
Oh, I love that white shirt she's wearing. She wore it to this promo I think she had back then.
Liv Morgan been extremely confident as of late. Had a lot of things to say about Stephanie McCare and her upbringing and how Stephanie got into this business.
But at the end of the day, both are going to WrestleMania for the World Championship.
It doesn't matter how you got there, it's what you do when you get there.
And of course, brought up just across the Hudson over in New Jersey. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. We're at Penn Station, just above Penn Station. Madison Square Garden is
responsible for In the Heights in Hamilton and a mega WWE fan.
8 blocks away from Broadway. Well, WWE 2K26 is available worldwide now and features hundreds of WWE superstars, including 2024 Liv Morgan, featuring her iconic ringer from SummerSlam, where she retained the Women's World Championship, a title she's hoping to capture again at WrestleMania in just 19 days.
Liv Morgan better put her fighting shoes on, because we know La Primera is ready for war in Las Vegas. Stephanie Baker defends her gold against the winner of the 2026 Royal Rumble. The Judgment Day's Liv Morgan.
No, Hardy is trying to believe. Okay. Liv looks like if my sister decided to fight, lol. Oh my god.
New York City. You are now in the presence of the greatest Royal Rumble winner of
time.
Take that, Mike Rome.
And that's about it.
Take that, Mike Rome.
Because Stephanie Baker, you're done for, bitch.
Oh.
You know, it's one thing to attack me, but to attack my family, to attack Daddy Dom, you know what? I want to say that I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because you don't have any family here, do you? No, but you want to berate me and say I hide behind mine, but meanwhile you sneak attack me any chance that you get. So what are you scared of, Stephanie? Are you scared to confront me one-on-one? Are you scared to be face-to-face?
She's so pretty.
Because I know you are very proud of where you come from. But this is where I come from, and where I come from, it's on sight. You know what else? My mother taught me to never let anyone get the better of me. But your mother?
Ooh.
Tu madre es basura, puta!
Oh!
Where are you, Stephanie? I'm waiting for you. I'm here all alone. Why don't you come get me? Show me how...
There she
Ask
is.
and you shall receive.
And then there were fighting words. And here comes the world champ, La Primera.
Oh, yeah.
Stephanie Baker marching to the ring, and we're about to get a fight.
You can say that again. Look at the fire in the champ's eyes, but Liv Morgan is ready. We got a New York throwdown.
And here we go. Morgan going right after Baker, and the brawl's underway.
Oh my god,
Stephanie
Stephanie's
and
outfit.
Liv hammer
Man.
away at each other. And Liv Morgan now, and Baker switching things around. And this may not work out as well as Liv thought. Oh!
Damn.
And that kick just dropping Morgan.
Damn, Stephanie.
We're talking about one's mother.
Some lines just shouldn't be crossed.
And now Stephanie with a steel chair, and she's going to punish Liv here. Baker is going to
Let's
punish
go.
Morgan.
This is a woman who walked through hell
Oh.
and made it.
Hey, wait a minute! From
Oh.
behind, Roxanne Perez is back! And look at Roxanne go! And now Morgan and Roxanne double teaming Baker. Perez has been out with injury back at the most opportune moment.
Oh.
Oblivion onto the chair.
That's what you get.
You stupid bitch.
Was this a trap all along, Michael Cole?
It appears that way. The actions of Liv Morgan as Roxanne Perez returns.
Damn.
Well, Stephanie Baquer had better come up with an alternative plan because Liv Morgan's got backup. And on the grandest stage of them all, La Primera in grave danger of losing her championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 weeks away. 19 nights from the start of the two-night event, the greatest spectacle in all of sports entertainment, known as WrestleMania. Now, Stephanie's got issues with Liv. Division's Oracle, Paul Heyman, has some issues with Seth Rollins.
You are going to jail. You are going to prison. I will adopt your daughter so she doesn't go through life knowing that her father was a failed son.
Paul Heyman would cross a line with his words, and Rollins would make the Oracle pay. But unfortunately, it was Seth Rollins who would leave the arena in handcuffs, courtesy of his former Oracle.
That's gold. I can tell. That's gold. Took the tag team titles from twins. That's right. Brothers from other mothers, bro.
Yeah.
Look. Congratulations, but I didn't mean to get involved. You know, I was just... Yo, speed, stop. Whatever you meant to do doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro, because now you have enemies, Speed. You have real enemies, trust me. I know, because I have enemies. You don't understand. You have enemies, bro. Yeah, trust me. You're cooked, brother, but that's why you don't understand. I can't. I can't do this. You're good. I'm telling you, bro. If you stick with... Hey.
Relax. Yeah. You're in good hands. You're with the tag team champions. You're with the Vision. They will protect. Take him out to dinner with you. Yeah. Please go celebrate.
Yeah.
Have a celebratory dinner.
Yes,
Take
sir.
him with you.
Steak.
And hey, watch his back. We got you.
Yeah, we got you. We got him.
Get him.
How you feel about ribeye?
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
Fine.
The Usos are going to kill him.
Ah.
What?
Have you checked your email today?
Have I checked my email?
That's what I said.
Oh, why? Did you send me an email and ask me out on a date?
There's something very wrong with you. No, that's not what the email's about.
Well, if there's something very wrong with me,
Yeah.
maybe you could type out a memo and send it to me via email. Email, he said.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just announced Gronk Beach. I'll be there.
I have no doubt.
Steven.
The following contest scheduled for one fall
What
is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
We've already seen the men crowned new tag team champions tonight. Will the women follow suit? Bailey and Lyra take on the irresistible forces for all the gold. Live next. So again, another opportunity for Bailey and Lyra to try to punch a ticket to WrestleMania 2 weeks from Saturday. But what a task they have in front of them, Corey. Taking irresistible forces.
I don't know if the word monumental is quite big enough to describe the challenge that lies ahead for Bayley and Lyra. Two of the most talented women in the division, but they are giving up so much in the way of power to Lash Legend and Nia Jax, two of the most powerful women walking the earth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Lash Legend just oozing confidence each and every week that she spends next to Nia Jax, who of course has a lot of WrestleMania experience in her career.
And as time ticks away, it's not lost on Bayley that she still is without a clear path to WrestleMania for the second year in a row. And Bayley would hate for history to repeat itself in that sense.
Well, another door opens tonight for Bayley, and the motto is to keep plugging away. Just look at what Sami Zayn did over
He's mid.
Of course, the
Who says?
magnitude of the moment not lost on these two lifelong fans.
Lyra is incredible wrestler. Like she's incredible.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Lash Legend just oozing confidence.
Wait, I'm going to bring myself some more tea because I need more tea.
Who of course has a lot of WrestleMania experience in her career.
And as time ticks away, it's not lost on Bayley that she still is without a clear path to WrestleMania for the second year in a row. And Bayley would hate for history to repeat itself in that sense.
Well, another door opens tonight for Bayley, and the motto is to keep plugging away. Just look at what Sami Zayn did over on Friday Night SmackDown, forcing himself into WrestleMania by winning the United States Championship after the general manager, Nick Aldis, told him he didn't have a spot in Las Vegas.
Of course, the magnitude of the moment not lost on these two lifelong fans of professional wrestling, of WWE. Bayley and Lyra both understand how special it is to have the opportunity to become champions on hallowed ground like Madison Square Garden. Are you infected with the bird disease over here? You turned into a bird as well, Cole?
Yep. A raven.
Very specific.
And their opponents, they are the Women's Tag Team Champions, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, Irresistible Forces.
They've been quite the tag team, and Nia has meant so much to the young career of Lash Legend.
We've known for a long time that Lash Legend had the tools to become a star in WWE. It's since aligning with a veteran like Nia Jax that Lash has really been able to spread her wings to really take her career to the next level. And neither of these women is showing any sign of slowing down.
Tag team titles on the line. Coming up here from the Garden. NXT's biggest show of the year, Stand and Deliver, comes to the Factory in St. Louis, Missouri this Saturday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. For the first time ever, Nia Jax and Lash Legend take on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria in a tag team matchup. Irresistible Forces, well, they got involved in a big tag match this past week on SmackDown.
Women's tag team division arguably as hot as it's ever been. Lash Legend would interfere and catch Bliss with a heavy right hand, allowing Brie Bella to score the pinfall. But the action continued after the bell. As Nikki and Brie were attempting to share a moment, Nia and Lash would enter the ring once again and impose their will until Bayley and Lyra would play unlikely saviors, bringing the fight to the women's tag team champions. With a little help from Charlotte Flair, but tension still running extremely high between all of these teams.
Well, this is the first time since 1987 that a women's tag team championship match has been held inside Madison Square Garden. That night, it was the Glamour Girls versus the Jumping Bomb Angels. Tonight, it's Bayley and Lyra against the Irresistible Forces. Lash Legend will start things off against Bayley. Now, Bayley and Lyra have a bit of momentum. Remember last week here on Monday Night Raw, they knocked off Asuka and Kairi, the Kabuki Warriors.
Certainly got to give Bayley and Lyra a little confidence boost prior to this matchup. But then you have to deal with game-changing power like Lash Legend just showed Bayley in the entire world. Yeah, and you can't plan for that, Cole.
And she just grows with confidence each and every week as Nia Jax comes into the ring, the two-time world champion, a three-time tag team champion with WrestleMania experience. And the Irresistible Forces want to head to Las Vegas 2 weeks from Saturday with the gold. Tag made. Here comes Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra bringing the fight to the much more powerful Nia Jax. You're taking it high risk. This could be a great strategy for the challengers.
Remember last year's WrestleMania, Lyra Valkyria would win the tag titles along with Becky Lynch. We would find out later on that Becky Lynch had attacked Bayley, costing Bayley an opportunity at WrestleMania. So again, another door opens for Bayley tonight with a chance to make it to Las Vegas. And she's got to keep plugging away, Corey. I mean, look at what Sami Zayn did this past Friday night on SmackDown. General Manager Nick Aldis told him, you don't have a spot at WrestleMania. What does Sami do? He goes out, wins the United States title, and forces his way to Vegas.
Well, Bayley would love to follow suit, but on the other hand, if Bayley and Lyra are unable to dethrone the champions tonight, I don't know how you find a path with this little time left between now and WrestleMania.
Great point. Bayley in off of the tag now.
Nia looks like a son.
Two-time tag team champion.
Look at this.
Nice double team. Bayley and Lyra.
It's kind of inspired by Clueless, I think.
At one. Lash Legend bringing her next level power every time she steps in the ring. Just shrugged Bayley's pinfall attempt off at the count of one. And for all of Bayley's accolades, I don't care who you are, that's disheartening.
Lash Legend. Clothesline to Bayley and a back elbow to Lyra. So hard to take Lash off her feet. Tag made by Nia Jax, the original Irresistible Force.
Lyra able to escape out the back door.
Going to use her quickness here with a kick to the midsection. Body shots from Valkyria.
Flurry of offense from the challenger.
Bayley makes the tag. She's now legal as Nia is driven out of the ring.
And here comes Bayley.
And Bayley with a suicide dive.
Good Lord.
Sending Nia Jax into the table and towel into our laps.
I would have settled for a little Nia Jax artwork rather than having my drink in my lap. But hey, Bayley doing it again. And Lyra gonna follow up. Kick, takes down Legend.
Bayley and Lyra are cruising with the tag titles on the line. Looking great. They've got the Irresistible Forces out off their feet and out of their game here, Corey.
You're absolutely right, but unfortunately, champion's advantage in effect, as it always is. Titles only change hands by pinfall or submission, which has to happen.
Chop, dropping Lyra to her knees.
Legend now mocking Bayley, who's growing irate on the opposite side of the ring. But the Irresistible Forces have done a textbook job of cutting the ring.
And Bayley and Lyra looking great. They've got the Irresistible Forces out off their feet and out of their game here, Corey.
You're absolutely right, but unfortunately, champion's advantage in effect, as it always is. Titles only change hands by pinfall or submission, which has to happen inside the ring. And thus far, Jax with the cover.
And a kick out.
Jax and Legend have been next to unstoppable in between the ropes.
It's not a soulful
cover.
cover.
Once again regains control.
It's inspired by Clueless.
Here comes Legend. Oh, what a chop, dropping Lyra to her knees.
I love Lash.
Legend now mocking Bayley, who's growing irate on the opposite side of the ring. But the Irresistible Forces have done a textbook job of cutting the ring in half, keeping Lyra isolated.
And look at Lash using the middle rope as a weapon. That was unique.
She's having fun.
And now on
She's having fun with it.
Coast to coast whiplash.
I get it. Whiplash.
I didn't even realize that. That was just happenstance.
Nice job. So things happen out here. Oh, and look at the knee planted right in the spine. Cover now on Lyra to retain, and a kick out at 2 by Valkyria.
And that may be an instance of lack of experience from Lash Legend. It was a bit of an overconfident cover. You can't blame the champions for being confident, but I think a little more weight on Lyra's shoulders might have ended this one.
What's going on? Oh, come on.
And now
What
Lash
is she doing?
cinching in a version of a stretch muffler submission. This is an absolutely
Okay, it doesn't
position
go
to be
well
trapped
that
in if you're
much.
Valkyria.
Okay.
Especially someone with
Oh
the
my
power
God. With
of Legend.
one arm, Cole, one arm.
Lash is just showing off now. Just scary strength from Legend.
And right now, Lyra and Bayley have to feel their championship dreams slipping through their fingers.
Oh!
Lyra somehow able to summon the strength to sit upright.
Damn!
Sunset flip. Can she bring the powerhouse down?
Not quite.
Oh my goodness, what a clothesline.
I just don't know how Lyra climbs back into this.
Well, that makes 2 of us. Tag made. Nia Jax once again legal for the champions team. Big headbutt scrambles the brain of Lyra Valkyria.
We are live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. 18,171 on hand tonight on the road to WrestleMania. And the women's tag team titles on the line. Nia and Lash defended against Lyra and Bayley.
Just saw moments ago, Nia Jax got a little overconfident. It could have backfired.
Cheap shot by Nia drives Bayley off the apron, and no one now for Lyra to tag.
Jax now muscling up Valkyria. Big Samoan drop. That could do it.
Cover now to retain. And a kick out by Valkyria. Lyra, tremendous amount of guts. Ton of heart. We know that about her. Intercontinental champion.
And as technically skilled as Lyra is, the champions have made her and Bayley look downright clueless since the opening bell. One-sided dominance.
Trying to prevent Lyra from making
The way she's trying to reach Bayley's, yeah, but you know,
trying to drag herself.
it always happens on tag teams. Like,
now
I think,
step up Gary catches Legend.
matches.
Now Lyra's got an opportunity.
Legend on spaghetti legs, but still refusing to relinquish her grasp on the ankle of Lyra.
And now Legend again showing off her power. Went for
damn! DDT!
With a DDT! Face first goes Legend.
And now Lyra's got a chance. Bayley wants a tag. Critical moment in this match. Tag to Bayley.
Oh, let's go.
From the second turnbuckle.
Elbow delivered to the back of the neck. Cover. 2 count kick out by Legend.
Bayley took a moment to survey the scene and make sure Nia was still where she's supposed to be.
Elbow to the face. That'll break a nose.
We may not see Bayley till WrestleMania next year. Good God, what a kick.
And Nia with a massive leg drop. Cover now. Bayley somehow got the shoulder up.
Damn.
We've already seen the men's tag titles change hands tonight. The Vision knocking off the Usos. Can Bayley and Lyra somehow pull this out to win the tag team gold?
Not if Nia lands this, but...
And Bayley, though, back to her feet, into the back of the knee and the hamstring of Nia Jax.
Let's go.
Move by the veteran Bayley.
Let's go.
Down Nia
Oh
Jax.
my
There's
God.
No
No way.
way. Absolutely
No
no
way.
way.
No
Take that
freaking
back,
way.
Graves.
Oh my
No
God.
way.
Bayley shows
Holy
us
shit.
on the road.
As if tag. Here comes Valkyria making the climb to the middle rope.
Oh.
Moonsault on the money.
bad. Like, it's crazy.
And Bailey now takes the fight to Legend.
Oh!
Valkyria rocks Legend, who answers.
Running uppercut. Everybody's down.
Yeah. And they're gone. Love it. Great match.
And we've got company.
Oh!
Yes,
Who's here? The Bellas.
Nikki and Brie, the Bellas are here.
And right behind
Oh!
them, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Alexa as well.
The four teams who have been jockeying for position over these tag titles for weeks.
Interesting.
We were talking about how red hot the tag team division has been.
Hell yeah. Oh! Oh! What's going on? What's going on here?
Valkyria saying, stay out of our way. We got a tag title match going
Oh!
on. Lyra sending to Charlotte and Alexa.
Oh!
My goodness. Legend has Nikki Bella spine first into the post.
And Bailey now up on the apron.
Let's go.
Caught by Legend, and into the apron goes Bailey. And meanwhile, the tag championship match continues. Lyra now.
Oh!
Up and down. Goes Valkyria.
She wasn't even trying.
Headbutt, and now
Woo!
the queen.
This match isn't underway anymore.
Let's go.
Alexa and Charlotte getting involved because of their hatred for the irresistible forces. And
Yeah, but there
So no
went
winners.
Lyra and Bailey's
Hee-hee.
opportunity to become champions.
Well, Fatal 4. Love it.
In the middle of a great matchup tonight between these two.
Tag
before the
team
Bellas
Fatal
and Charlotte
4.
And Alexa got down here.
Let's go.
Big kick. Rocks the jaw of Nia Jax.
Charlotte looks
Bliss
so good in pink.
Following up.
She looks so good, period.
We got a melee in Manhattan.
Ooh!
Lyra sends Lash into the ropes.
Oh!
And a knee by Bailey, and now Lash sent out.
Well, despite the chaos, the
Craziness.
champions, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the irresistible forces are going to retain. But we have got chaos in the women's tag team division as Las Vegas draws near.
Well, things really out of control on the road to WrestleMania.
Woo!
Las Vegas will host the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony at Dolby Live at Park MGM on Friday, April 17th at 9 p.m. Pacific. Of course, we honor AJ Styles, Demolition, Stephanie McMahon, Sid, Dennis Rodman. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster as we take you back to last week on Raw.
How many times have we heard the same narrative? This is going to be the slayer of the beast, the conqueror's conqueror, one to beat the one in 21 and 1. This overhyped wannabe ruler.
Over.
Because at WrestleMania, you're gonna be beaten. You're gonna be victimized. Then you will be conquered by
Brock Lesnar. You are cursed.
Oh my God. He put Brock on his ass twice.
That was epic.
I ain't never seen nobody do that.
Listen to this place. Now it feels like mania.
The Beast has been in has
Beast
been
has been
humiliated.
embarrassed.
Brock Lesnar is here live on Raw.
Let's go.
I'm still trying to figure out. The Beast has been embarrassed. The Beast has been humiliated.
I don't get what the fuck is going on.
I'm still trying to figure out what we just witnessed a few moments ago.
Which part confused you, Cole? The nice part or the evil part?
All of it.
Oh my god, this cut it off from Netflix. The fuck is that? I can't see the segment.
I'm still trying to figure out what we just witnessed a few moments ago.
Which part confused you, Cole? The nice part? Which part confused you, Cole? The nice part or the evil part?
All of it.
Speaking of Madison Square Garden, WWE.
I love it that he has his own mic.
July 18th.
He's doing all of the commercials. This is crazy. Like he's the promotion guy.
You can get your tickets this Thursday, April 2nd. Yes, it's pretty good. You better do it.
Nice job, Danhausen. Meanwhile, WWE Saturday night's main event does return to Madison Square Garden in New York City on the 18th of July. Saturday night's main event coincides with the return of Fanatics Fest New York City 2026 at New York City's iconic Javits Center from July 16th to the 19th. Tickets for Saturday night's main event go on sale this Thursday at 10 Eastern on Ticketmaster. Pre-sale access available now using password WWE MSG.
Danhausen could have waited a few minutes. There'd be plenty of teeth to pick up.
Hell yeah!
Notice how Brock's dressed tonight.
He's dressed to fight.
He is. Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
He's a beast. Seriously, seriously, look at him.
His advocate, Paul Heyman, the Beast, Brock
Lesnar.
Okay, 2 weeks from Saturday, WrestleMania, 19 nights away, and Corey, Brock Lesnar is, well, he's walking into some uncharted territory here.
Obafemi has done the unthinkable 2 weeks in a row, gotten the best of the Beast incarnate. There is no doubt Lesnar is looking for vengeance.
Yeah, he looks scary as hell.
Heavyweights collide on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania.
Heyman appears to be in a mood.
Holy shit. Like he's
be a public safety hazard.
He's huge, seriously.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Woo!
my name
Is Paul Heyman.
I am the advocate for the baddest dude walking the face.
He has bigger boobs than mine.
The real
Seriously.
main event of WrestleMania.
Though it's not that
the
hard
Beast,
though. Like,
the Conqueror,
I just
Brock
Lesnar. What a beast.
I am out
Like
here
seriously, have
tonight.
bigger boobs than mine. Oba, oba.
I am out here tonight to pontificate on the perils that await Oba Femi. 2 weeks ago, let's all be candid about this, Brock Lesnar was distracted by Seth freaking Rollins and was caught off guard by Oba Femi. Last week, right here on Monday Night Raw, Brock Lesnar was not dressed to fight. Brock Lesnar came out to have a beast-to-man conversation with Oba Femi.
Holy shit.
But of course, Oba Femi decided to pick a fight when Brock Lesnar just wanted a conversation. Well, if you notice, tonight, Brock Lesnar is dressed to fight.
Yeah.
Because Brock Lesnar has authorized me to let everybody know that I've seen this happen for 25
He's scary as hell.
years in WWE and in UFC. That when somebody locks eyes with Brock Lesnar ready to fight, that man pisses all over himself. That man leaves a puddle in the ring that has to be mopped up. And while they're mopping up the piss from Oba Femi, they might as well mop up Oba Femi from the beating
Paul
he
Heyman
takes
is amazing.
from Brock
This is crazy.
Lesnar.
Oh! Oh!
Oba Femi, get your ass out here right now!
Hell yeah!
Wow.
Hell yeah!
Actually, gentlemen, that will not be happening tonight.
What?
Boo all you want. The bottom line here is my job is to preserve my main events for WrestleMania, and that is precisely what I am going to do. So with all due respect, I said with all due respect, Brock, I'm sorry.
Oh my
That will not
God.
be happening. It will not be happening. Gentlemen, if you please, leave the ring.
Oh!
Please.
Oh!
It's not happening, Brock. It's not.
Oh! There he is! Oba! Yeah! He's amazing, seriously. Holy shit. Guys, this is crazy.
Two massive.
Come on, get into the ring.
Do you realize what we're seeing? Cole Obafemi is making Brock Lesnar wait.
He's
How
throwing
many
him. What the
men
fuck?
have the guts to do that?
It has been an unfamiliar position for Lesnar. 2 weeks in a row, he's been on his heels.
What the fuck?
He's been a bit of an
Oh.
underdog. Not a comfortable place for Lesnar to be in, but tonight, it's all even.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Let's go! Oh my god!
Well, that's the Triple H.
Oh!
Is here, the CEO.
Triple H is here. You're not going to ruin my main event WrestleMania. I need the money. People are paying for tickets. You're not going to give them a spoiler. Holy shit.
Understand Paul Levesque trying to keep these two separate before WrestleMania.
Oh, 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 oh. I will end you.
Here's the issue that Lesnar has. Obafemi marched in the ring, looked in his eyes, and Oba did not wet himself like Paul Heyman claimed would happen. Oba stood toe-to-toe with the beast yet again.
Insane.
And it was Lesnar who retreated.
Oh, no,
Oh!
no, no, no. Brock is not done yet.
At F5.
Just for the fun. Just for the fun.
Disappointing, sure, understandable,
Let's F5 someone.
absolutely. Paul Levesque is out here protecting a main event of WrestleMania. This is box office. These two
Insane.
have to stay apart.
Well, they're going to have to figure this out because Obafemi assaulted the general manager, sent him into the barricade.
Yeah. Awkward.
To me, the Judgment Day was a family. We ran Raw for 4 years. And in that time, I done some things I'm not exactly proud of. I made some enemies, and I made a lot of bad decisions. Perhaps the worst decision I made was thinking I could make a man out of Dominic Mysterio. Now, Dom, I'll give you credit. You learn one thing. You ran my playbook against me. Bravo. But don't you remember when you turned your back on your father? When you were lost, it was me you turned to. I was the one to step in and step up for you. You didn't lose the Intercontinental Championship because of me. You lost because you're a self-entitled jackass.
That is true.
No, I'll admit it. I'm guilty. I helped create that jackass. I'm responsible for creating you. So now, I'm responsible for destroying you. At WrestleMania.
Good luck, Dom.
he is the Intercontinental.
So Penta once again will put the Intercontinental title on the line. He has become a fighting champion, Corey, and we know if Penta survives tonight, he's got a date on April 11th down in AAA.
Penta has vowed to be a fighting Intercontinental champion and has lived up to that word, whether it be here in the United States or south of the border, where he will go one-on-one with El Hijo del Vikingo, a former AAA mega champion, April 11th in Mexico City. And who knows, stranger things have happened, Cole. We may see Vikingo at WrestleMania if Penta can't finish the job.
First ever defense of the Intercontinental Championship in AAA.
And again, it may be Kofi Kingston heading down to AAA to defend the gold if he has his way tonight. Kingston, a former Intercontinental champion, former WWE champion. Penta certainly has his work cut out for him tonight.
Some of the auction winners from Madison Square Garden with their names on the mat tonight. Well, over the weekend, Penta made an open challenge on social media. Kofi Kingston accepted, and this will be for the Intercontinental Championship tonight. Penta, who's been a fighting champion over the past few weeks against Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee, El Grande Americano. I do want to shout out a guy over on Friday Night SmackDown who was an incredible fighting United States champion week in and week out with an open challenge, Carmelo Hayes, who lost to Sami Zayn this past Friday night.
Yeah, certainly a disappointing outcome for Carmelo Hayes, but a hell of a reign as United States champion. And the same can be said for this relatively young reign of Penta, who vowed to defend his title with honor against all comers.
We mentioned it earlier, if Penta does survive tonight, he's going to have to defend the championship before WrestleMania on April 11th down in Mexico City.
For the first time ever in the AAA promotion, Penta scheduled to battle El Hijo del Vikingo for the WWE Intercontinental Champion. And who knows, depending on the result of that one, we could see Vikingo at WrestleMania. Or we could see Kofi have to defend the gold against Vikingo.
First time ever the Intercontinental title will be defended at AAA. Let's talk about Kofi Kingston for a minute. And I'm wondering, do you think he's finally given up his pursuit of trying to get Javon Evans to join the New Day?
Absolutely not. In fact, quite the opposite. I spoke to Kofi earlier today, and he said the best way to impress a young superstar like Evans is lead by example. So Kofi's out here in hopes of capturing the Intercontinental Championship for a fifth time and having Javon realize that the offer to stand by Kofi's side is valid and stands.
That ripcord knee from Kingston, and Kofi Kingston should have set a good example. Oh, nice DDT. If he's going to set a good example, maybe he shouldn't cheat. Cover now by Kofi. Hook of the leg. Penta kicks out.
And I find it to be completely unfair that you're already accusing Kofi of cheating when since the opening bell he's done nothing but show that he is a highly skilled, technical WWE superstar.
This is the third time two men have met in the ring. It's been all Penta thus far as Grayson Waller looks on. We talked about Waller being a bit upset that he hasn't got an invitation yet to join the New Day. One of the reasons he was
by the champion.
And now Penta into the cover on Kofi Kingston and a kick out at 2.
Take another look at this. Kofi took a risk that did not pay off.
Kingston with an unbelievable career here in WWE. Oh, looking for the Penta driver now on Kofi. Nice switch by Kingston. You cannot think of WrestleMania season, Corey, without hearkening back to Kofi Mania a number of years ago.
One of the greatest moments I've ever had the pleasure of being ringside for. Covered by the champion to retain.
And Kingston again has to kick out. Kofi, a WWE champion, mentioned a 4-time Intercontinental champion. However, he hasn't held the Intercontinental title since 2012.
That could all change tonight. It only takes 3 seconds.
3 times he's won the United States champion, a 13-time tag team champion. And Kofi now, nice move. That springboard off the second rope into a drop kick.
Here comes Kingston again. And up and over to the outside.
לא, נראה לי.
Penta with a kick right to the ear. Penta off the second rope.
No way, no way.
Oh, and a backdrop by Kingston.
Kofi sensed it coming.
How's that feel, Penta? Yeah? You don't need me right now. I got it right now.
He's leading by example.
Kofi, a WWE champion, mentioned a 4-time Intercontinental champion. However, he hasn't held the Intercontinental title since 2012.
That could all change tonight. It only takes 3 seconds.
3 times he's won the United States champion, a 13-time tag team champion. And Kofi now, nice move. That springboard off the second rope into a drop kick.
Here comes Kingston again. And up and over to the outside.
Penta with a kick right to the ear. Penta off the second rope.
No way, no way.
Oh, and a backdrop by Kingston.
Kofi sensed it coming.
How's that feel, Penta?
Ooh.
Yeah?
Ew. Oh. Oh.
He's leading by example.
I do want to expand on what Corey just said. Kofi Kingston, who I guess wants to lead by example as he tries to recruit Javon Evans, told Grayson Waller to stay out of things. He wants to do this on his own. Remember, it was Waller last week against Javon Evans who asked for Kofi's help, and Kofi said, no, you're going to prove yourself on your own.
Well, think about it, Cole. If you're Kofi Kingston, you have been to the dance. You have won on the grandest stage of them all. You are a former WWE champion. Yet people are constantly trying to poke holes in Kofi's accomplishments, saying that he can't get the job done without Grayson Waller. He can't do it without Xavier Woods. Kofi's eager to prove that tonight.
Changed the heart pretty quick, wasn't it?
We'll have to put a timeline on growth.
And Kofi Kingston right now dominating the Intercontinental champion. And Kofi heading up to the top rope.
Here comes the challenger.
Wow, what a splash to the back, cover, and a kick out.
Kofi taking a moment to double check with our official Eddie Orengo. Kingston thought this one should be over.
resilience. I mean, just look at how long it took him to finally win the Intercontinental title. Each and every week going out there trying to win the gold and finally got the job done.
I don't know if any of us as fans truly grasp what becoming Intercontinental Champion truly means to Penta. I mean, this man is a true rags to riches story. He found pro wrestling in Mexico, lucha libre, and it quite literally saved his life. Penta was living on the streets. He was practically starving, had to find a way to earn a living. Now it's about providing himself and his family a much better life as Intercontinental Champion.
And now defending that title inside the hallowed halls of Madison Square Garden, where the Intercontinental Championship has been so important to WWE over the years. Some of the all-time greats holding the title. Kingston now looking to win again, and a kick out by Penta. We think back to the first ever Intercontinental Champion, the late great Pat Patterson, and the battles that he has had inside this building.
Had this place going banana on quite a few occasions.
Don Morocco, the Superfly, so many.
Oh, and I just want to point out the fact that this deep into the matchup, Kofi Kingston still hasn't lost his composure. Kofi's not panicking. He understands this could take a while. Kofi does have a healthy respect for what Penta's capable of. Kingston just believes he can do it better.
Madison Square Garden in New York City. Penta defending the Intercontinental Championship against Kofi Kingston. Live tonight on Monday Night Raw. And Corey and I were just talking about it a few moments ago. The importance of this championship inside these hallowed halls of Madison Square Garden. And some of the all-time greats that have defended the title inside this building. The home of WWE.
Beyond the world's most famous arena, this is a pro wrestling cathedral.
Me too. I'm getting sleepy as well. I don't know. This match is.
Through the doors. Kofi Kingston would love to become Intercontinental Champion again on these sacred grounds.
And I've been impressed with Kingston here tonight. He's been a tag team for so much time over the past number of years. He looks to win his first Intercontinental title in 14 years.
Uh-oh.
Kofi looks for the SOS.
Oh my God!
Stacks up Penta for the title. Penta kicks out.
And you got Grayson Waller over here arguing with the WWE fans as Kofi Kingston came within a fraction of a second of achieving his goal of becoming Intercontinental Champion.
And in fairness to Waller, Kofi Kingston did tell him he wants to do this on his own to stay out of the business.
Maybe Waller could go to the back rather than arguing with Jeff Ross behind us.
He's trying to get over. Oh, and Kingston now with a leg drop to the back of the neck of Penta. Again into a cover. And again, Penta's got a kick out. And Kofi almost won the title.
I stand corrected. Waller was making fun of that dork Rosenberg in the second row. Look out, Cole. No.
Oh, Grayson Waller now placing.
Get over there. Grayson moving back. Look at that. I got him, dummy. Over here. Waller being admonished by Kofi Kingston.
Well, Kofi said, I want to do this on my own.
Okay, then.
Kofi looking at taking high risk.
And kicks it up over the top. Penta caught Kingston. And Kofi is right onto the announce table. Need more money out here, Graves. Kicks it up over the top. Penta caught Kingston.
I was making fun of that dork Rosenberg in the second row. Look out, Cole. No. Waller being admonished by Kofi Kingston.
Well, Kofi said, I want to do this on my own.
Kofi looking at taking high risk.
And kicks it up over the top. Penta caught Kingston. And Kofi right onto the announce table.
And Waller like, I don't care.
Need more money out
He didn't want my help.
You don't need me. I think you might have needed me, cuz. I think you might have needed
And now
me.
Penta, Mexican Destroyer.
And now Penta looking to muscle Kingston back inside of the squared circle. The Luchador making the climb
like, there's
to
no
the
way.
top rope.
Oh!
Kingston caught him with trouble in paradise. Kofi for the championship. Kick out.
Oh
by
my
Penta.
God.
And that's the heartbreaker. That's the heartbreaker for Kingston. You land your bread and butter, trouble in paradise on the money. And Penta kicks out.
Graves, it was an ultra trouble in paradise. And Kingston still couldn't put Penta away.
Kofi knows what it's like to swim in the deep waters. This is familiar territory for Kofi. Precarious position for both superstars. Kingston
Holy
wants
shit.
a superplex.
Penta
Oh.
face first to the mat. Penta repositions.
Oh! 1, 2, 3. Nice one. Beautiful match.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
Graves, I'm impressed week after week with Penta.
How can you not be? The Intercontinental Championship means everything to Penta. It's a symbol for everything he has scratched and clawed and fought for his entire life, his entire career. Penta extremely proud of the gold and will defend it until he can't anymore. There we see on the outside, right here on our announce desk, Kofi Kingston spine first. A Mexican destroyer for Grayson Waller, just for good measure. And the champ in the center of the ring spikes Kofi on the crown of his skull. And MSG has cause for celebration.
Here is your winner.
Let's head up to Jackie Redmond.
Penta, congratulations on another successful title defense. Listen, Penta, with WrestleMania just a couple of weeks away, I think everyone in the WWE universe wants to know what could be in store for you and this Intercontinental Championship. So I'll ask you this. Is there any chance you could enlighten us?
Pain, not just for me, for anyone who dares. I talk to Adam Pearce. It's done. At WrestleMania, my title hangs above the ring. You want it? Climb and fall. Because up there is not your world. That's my kingdom. At WrestleMania, ladder match. ¿Y saben por qué? Porque yo soy Penta, el
Cero. Yero.
I love you, New York.
Good night, Nisal.
We sure
Have a great
did.
night, love.
Penta putting the Intercontinental title on the line at WrestleMania in a ladder match. Up there is not your world, it's my kingdom.
Put the mustard on the pastrami, then you close the can. I'll call you back.
I appreciate that. Where is Brock?
Where's Brock? Well, not that it's any of your business, but the beast has left
The bell leg.
world's most famous arena.
Good to know. And I noticed you were on your phone. Did you happen to see any interesting email today?
What's with you and emails?
I'm just
I
asking.
don't do emails. Emails are a recap of a previous conversation. I am from New York. We keep our ear to the ground. We keep our nose in the gutter. That's how we know.
Okay, so do you smell anything interesting today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I smell the stench of a corporate general manager. If you think that one's bad, wait till you see what I have to say out in the ring now.
What?
Let's see who has a stench.
We certainly are. Yeah, we are.
Zuffa Boxing 4's main event, Jai Opetaia versus Brandon Glanton for the inaugural Cruiserweight World title is now available to watch anytime on WWE's YouTube. And don't miss Zuffa Boxing 5, Cortez versus Garcia, taking place this Saturday, April 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on exclusively on Paramount Plus.
It'll be Sunday on Paramount Plus.
Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Watch anytime on WWE's YouTube. And don't miss Zuffa Boxing 5, Cortez versus Garcia, taking place this Saturday, April 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on exclusively on Paramount Plus.
It'll be Sunday on Paramount Plus.
Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Steven! Where's Steven?
What is the lighting guy from New Jersey or something? Let's get a couple pieces of business out of the way. First of all, in the words of the late, great Howard Finkel, and new World Tag Team Champion, Austin Theory, Logan Paul, the Vision. You know, I tried to do something special for all of you. I tried, humanitarian that I am, to give back to the community. I tried to give you live tonight in Madison Square Garden, Barack Lesnar versus Femi. And that wannabe mid-level suck-up mid-management so-called pseudo-general manager Adam Pearce.
Will you please put a sock in it?
Oh!
I have tried a couple of times tonight to help you out, Paul Heyman, so I'm going to ask you again what I just asked you a couple of minutes ago. Have you checked your email today?
Listen to me. I'm a wise man. I'm a GOAT. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm an advocate. I'm an oracle. I see the future. And whether I do that by hacking into your emails or listening to phone calls I'm not supposed to be on, there's nothing, Adam Pearce, that you will ever tell me that I don't already know.
Is that so? So then you know Boston Police Department has dropped all charges against Seth Rollins.
Hey!
Surely you know that. You checked your email.
Of course I knew that. What do you think? I'm Paul Heyman. Of course I knew that. What? Let me guess. I'm supposed to be afraid. Mr. Pearce, I'm standing here in the ring in my hometown. I am the native New Yorker in WWE. I fear no man. I am the last manager standing from the 1980s.
Where's Seth?
And Madison Square Garden can testify. I am the last promoter standing from the 1990s.
Ooh. Easy dub. Easy dub. Easy dub. Easy dub. Easy dub.
Well, Mr. Last Promoter Standing, then you also read in your email that as of this very second, Seth freaking Rollins is medically clear to compete.
Oh! Let's go!
Oh no!
כפרה עליך, סט. כפרה.
Corey, look who's behind Heyman!
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Paul!
Oh! Oh! Kick his ass. He deserves it. Stomp him.
Heyman is about to pay dearly.
Who's coming?
Wants to stomp Paul Heyman. Wait a minute.
Oh!
Is that, yeah, it's Gunther.
What?
Gunther.
What? What?
Gunther with a sleeper
What?
locked in on Rollins.
Oh!
Gunther attacking Rollins from behind. Rollins struggling. No.
Leave him alone!
And Rollins now fading.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
He's getting red. Holy shit.
Seth Rollins is out.
Have a look in the future, huh? Shall we? Have some party for yourself.
Oh. Oh.
Well, it is pretty apparent that the man known as the career killer has another career in his sights come WrestleMania.
Crazy. No, God. Okay, we get it.
In Vegas, everything's a game. Some nights, it's played without cards or dice. Just tension. Every move measured. Every look, a strategy sharpened. Always watching your back. Prepared for anything. Never knowing who the real threat is. Or who might show up at the table.
Ooh.
WrestleMania Vegas. It's anyone's game.
La ruja. La más ruda.
Still, Corey and I still trying to.
Wampa.
Corey and I still trying to get situated out here. It's been a rough night at the announce table, but not as rough as what Seth Rollins just went through moments ago. I mean, he was about to stomp Heyman to oblivion, and from out of nowhere, Gunther attacks Rollins and then makes it pretty clear he wants Rollins at WrestleMania.
So we can assume that it will be Gunther and Rollins at WrestleMania, but my question is why? What is the nature of this? Why did Gunther decide Rollins was the career he wants to take?
But what? I mean, why not? He's already taken the career of greats like Goldberg and Cena and AJ Styles. Rollins a great as well. Add him to the list, right?
I suppose so.
wasn't stopped here tonight. Moments ago, Pierce and Heyman in a conference. To pull Kyrie aside, and they were former friends. Let bygones be bygones, and questioning her about why she lets Asuka treat her the way she does, and Raquel got involved, and hence this matchup here tonight.
The powerhouse of the Judgment Day, imposing her will on the genius of the Sky. Certainly a clash of styles in this one. No pun intended.
Io, former two-time world champion. Both
Hey!
tag champs.
Oh no.
Raquel
Oh, no.
able to stop the momentum of Io Sky. That is freakish power from the Ruda.
Ah!
Look at Io fight back though.
Io understands she is in all types of trouble here.
Oh!
That was unique.
Yeah, it was smart.
Let's go, Io.
Direction by Sky.
Io showing off now. She drops Raquel.
Hey!
That was a nice drop kick.
Raquel still not off her feet.
Now she is. Well, not quite, but at least she's out of the ring.
When you're dealing with Io, it's not safe out there either.
Let's go, Io! Hey! Oh, damn.
Raquel just picked Sky out of the air.
He's not.
Io still fighting. Oh, what a clothesline.
That one might have made Bradshaw blush.
Yeah, Raquel's just got this unreal power, and she's really come into her own the last few months. Cover now by Rodriguez, and a kick out.
Cole, you and I have watched Raquel for most of her career, dating back to her time in NXT. And I think the one thing that's been missing from Rodriguez's game is the confidence. It's like Raquel finally believes in herself. Like she's finally realized that she has the size advantage that she does. That she is as freakishly strong as she is. And I truly don't think Raquel's going to stop until she's a world champion.
Raquel did knock off Io and Kairi Sane in a triple threat elimination chamber qualifying matchup a couple of months back.
Get her, Io!
Look at the power of Rodriguez, but great counter by Io. Looking for an armbar here.
Raquel trying to block, and
oh my goodness. And that's disheartening if you're Io. And you realize that no matter what you try, Raquel just stumps it each and every time.
Just like that.
Could be the beginning of the end for Io.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no!
Oh, and
hey!
Sending Raquel right into the turnbuckle.
Gnarly landing for Rodriguez. Io able to shift her weight at the last possible second to avoid disaster. Here comes Io, lining up Raquel.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Io Sky has taken over. The genius of the Sky.
Sky taking to the sky up there. Here comes Io, lining up Raquel. Moonsault from the second rope. Io Sky taking to the skies to take down Rodriguez. Credit to Io for withstanding the punishment Raquel delivered for the first several minutes of this matchup. This was relatively one-sided until the last 30 seconds or so. Now Rodriguez all out of sorts as Io makes the climb. No one is more comfortable than the genius of the sky up there. And Rodriguez makes Io pay. Once again, Raquel just muscling up Io.
Woo!
Fall away slam takes down Sky.
And then a big elbow drop by Raquel. And another one by Rodriguez. What makes Raquel so damn tough?
I mean, it's the power, just the physicality that Raquel is capable of. Cover.
Forcing Io at 2.5. Referee Jessica Carr right there.
She is big. She has the size advantage. She is mean. Rodriguez can be downright ruthless. And as we talked about a few minutes ago, Raquel has finally found the confidence that some would argue she lacked early in her career. Raquel believes in herself now, and that may make her unstoppable.
Yeah, we've said this on a number of occasions. You're looking at a future world champion in Raquel Rodriguez.
Former world champion in Io Sky. Io able to fight out of that predicament and gets bulldozed again by Raquel. Noticing a slight limp from Rodriguez. I'm not entirely sure what caused it, but could be worth paying attention to as this match progresses.
Crazy.
And look at Raquel now getting in the face of the official Jessica Carr. And now trash talking Io. Oh!
Those elbows in the corner look like you trying to start your lawnmower, Michael Cole.
I don't have as much success as Raquel does, though. But you used a word before that perfectly describes her. Ruthless.
And that's made all of the difference in Raquel Rodriguez's game. Listen, I remember when Raquel arrived in NXT cover.
Off that slam. And a kick out.
Raquel was as friendly as she is powerful and wanted to be everybody's best buddy in the locker room. And time on the road, time in the Judgment Day clubhouse, being in the ring with some of the best has really showed Raquel the ropes. And now we're looking at the results.
Holy shit.
Away slam, as you mentioned JBL earlier.
Let's go, Io.
Oh!
Bam.
Nobody home.
Nobody home.
And Io Sky looking to rally against Raquel Rodriguez here in front of over 18,000 Madison Square Garden on the road to WrestleMania 2 weeks from Saturday.
Woo!
Io roll up now, Raquel stomp right to the midsection. Raquel, who's been outpowering Io through this entire matchup. But Io using her quickness to get back in this.
This could come down to endurance as this match progresses. Io knows what it's like to have to go into the deep waters. Raquel usually gets the job done a little sooner than Io. Io has a gas tank on her. We know that.
Beautiful.
Drop kick right in the grill.
Into a kip up and
hey!
Now Io's feeling it.
Io looking to rally the WWE fans tonight in the Garden. Raquel is in big, big trouble.
Bullet train attack.
Io can taste the finish line. If Sky lands the over the moonsault, we will be there.
Io from the top rope. And Raquel got her feet up right to the midsection of Io. And out Raquel. Just pulling through. Io stacking her up into the cover. Kick out at 2.
Ooh, just barely.
Yeah.
Jessica Carr
Beautiful
with the
match.
best view in the house. in the right position to see. Io was able to get her shoulder up at the last possible second, but that might have just drawn the ire of Rodriguez.
Get it!
Great escape by Sky. Hoisting up Io, great counter.
And again a stop by Sky.
Io showing her resilience, falls into the cover for the win.
Raquel gets the shoulder up.
Io feeling desperate, but you had to expect a cover like that when you're dealing with someone as strong as Raquel. And here come the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka ordering Kyrie.
Look at Kyrie. She looks scared to death of Asuka.
Yeah, she is.
I don't think Kyrie wants to be out here. And Io trying to figure out, saying, Kyrie, what are you doing? Raquel, though, just blasted Kyrie and Asuka. And Io rolls up Raquel.
Raquel still too much power this deep in the game. Io out of the way just in time. Kick connects. Rodriguez on spaghetti legs.
Asuka still has this issue with Io Sky. It's been brewing for months. Io now top rope.
Oh!
Is it going to be enough? Can Io finish the task? Send Raquel back to the clubhouse.
Another bullet train attack from Sky. Trying to put Raquel in position for the over the
Leave Kyrie alone. I think Io is going to help her. Free Kyrie.
Io needs to keep her eye on the ball.
Get her.
She's had enough and she wipes out Asuka.
Oh my God, that landing.
Io wiping out Asuka.
Io might have wiped herself out in the process.
Yeah.
Again, explaining to Kyrie, I did this for you. Enough of the abuse from Asuka.
Can't believe Io is able to walk upright.
Well, Raquel, though,
Oh!
they're going to take advantage of the distraction with a Tejana bomb. Raquel with the win.
Oh!
Here is your winner, Raquel Rodriguez.
Big time win for Raquel Rodriguez, and thereby the Judgment Day as a unit. An emphatic win over Io Sky, albeit with a little outside interference from the Kabuki Warriors.
Well, it's been quite the newsworthy evening here tonight on Monday Night Raw. You heard Penta make the announcement earlier on that he's going to defend the Intercontinental Championship in WrestleMania in a ladder match. Well, our general manager, Adam Pearce, has been putting together the field for this match. These qualifying matches have been held on Saturday nights, I should say, have been held on WWE main event on Thursdays, and the WWE YouTube channel, and the field is set.
Look at the field thus far. Dragon Lee, the young OG Javon Evans, the Lion of Bulgaria, Rusev, and J.D. McDonough of the Judgment Day. This one has show stealer written all over it already.
Yeah, and a couple of other matches have been made for WrestleMania here tonight. You've got Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio going to go at it in Las Vegas. Remember, this thing's been going on for a year. Dominic actually pinned Finn last year at WrestleMania, part of Fatal 4-Way to win the Intercontinental title.
And we saw chaos in tonight's Women's Tag Team Championship match. If that's any indication, you better have Vegas PD on standby. It's a Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team titles as the Irresistible Forces defend against the Bellas, Flair and Bliss, and Lyra and Bayley.
But that's not all.
Retired life in the sun. I'm kidding. Check out the backdrop. I'm shooting a movie for Netflix called One Attempt Remaining that you can see when it comes out. I'm also on the road, which is ironic because there's a road to WrestleMania going on, and Hollywood is really close to Vegas. Rumor around this town is WrestleMania needs a host. Well, I'm already on that road, so I will see you at WrestleMania.
And then breaking news from earlier today, John Cena returns. Not in the ring, but he returns to host WrestleMania. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It wouldn't be WrestleMania without the greatest of all time, John Cena.
Well, WrestleMania finally has a host, but we've known for weeks it has this main event for the World Heavyweight Championship tonight in Madison Square Garden. Both challenger Roman Reigns and champion CM Punk are in the house. They are live and they are next. Whoever you're watching around the world, we are live in New York City. NXT is going to be here live tomorrow night, but it is Monday Night Raw going on right now, and the biggest weekend of the year for NXT is coming up with Stand and Deliver this Saturday. But the biggest weekend for WWE is coming up at WrestleMania, and we just found out my guest this time is headed to the grandest stage of them all. So please welcome the young OG, Javon Evans.
Hey, New York, I'm going to WrestleMania!
Look, I know.
No. I'm going to WrestleMania!
Look, I know.
No. I'm going to WrestleMania!
I got to be real with you, though. I've known you for a long time since you arrived in the Performance Center. I got to keep it real with you. I want to know what you think your late grandmother would think right now, because she is the one who got you into this great sport, into the WWE. What's she thinking about you going to WrestleMania?
All right, look, you try and make the young OG cry, but I'm not going to cry. All right, but she would tell me two things. One, have fun, and two, be safe. I feel like I need to absorb that knowledge going into WrestleMania, especially in a lot of matches. But guess what? The young OG is ready. You feel me? The young OG ready to get wicked. And the young OG ready to get... Oh, wait.
What?
We gotta save it.
Okay.
We gotta save it. Hold on. But I just want to tell everybody, bro, I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm excited. And that boy is...
Hey, good luck. I'm excited for you, young OG. You're headed to WrestleMania, but the main event of WrestleMania is coming up in just a matter of moments. The two men, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, live next Raw.
I'm going to WrestleMania!
Jackie Redmond backstage, hoping to get some sort of update on the status of Seth Rollins after what was both a shocking and vicious attack at the hands of Gunther. Oh, Adam, actually, perfect. Is Seth in there? Do you have any sort of update on his status?
Jackie, you want an update on Seth Rollins? Well, here it is. He's in there. He's pissed off. He's hurting, but you heard me say it. He is medically clear, and he's looking for a receipt. And Jackie, he will have the opportunity at WrestleMania. It will be Seth freaking Rollins. One-on-one with the ring general Gunther.
Let's go.
And that is official.
Wow. Rollins and Gunther at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns gets set to head into a main event once again at WrestleMania.
But this could be unlike any main event Roman Reigns has competed in at WrestleMania. The blood is so bad. It's borderline toxic. What started as a war of words has begun to escalate on the road to WrestleMania. CM Punk thinks he's in Roman Reigns' head. Roman Reigns wants nothing more than to smash Punk and put him in the rearview mirror.
2 weeks from Saturday, 19 nights.
Everyone on chat! Everyone on chat! Acknowledge!
Two-night extravaganza
me
known as WrestleMania. In the main event, the best in the world, CM Punk, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns, for the World Heavyweight Championship.
CM Punk was laughing about it.
Punk believes he's in Reigns' head. He's done everything he could to push the buttons of Roman Reigns, and last week, Roman lost control. He punished Punk, but did Punk come out on top last week?
So many pyro.
Roman looking out at the over 18,000 in the house that Bruno built, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, let's go. CM Punk.
New York City!
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
CM Punk's not fooling around tonight.
got his fists taped and fire in his eyes. We might have a fight on our hands, Cole.
Punk into the ring.
Here we go.
Woo!
And
Let's
Reigns
go.
and Punk going at one another.
Let's go.
WrestleMania come early. Punk with right hands.
There's not even promos. They're just like getting into it right on.
Reigns taking Punk down.
No, yeah, right?
Emotion oozing out of the pores of these men. The hatred bubbling to a head. Reigns hit over the top rope to the floor. CM Punk irate after the attack by Reigns last week.
Got a shitty.
Well, CM Punk's not fooling around tonight.
Punk's got his fists
I had to
taped
refresh it.
and fire in his eyes. We might have a fight on our hands, Cole.
Punk into the ring.
Here we go.
They're just getting into it.
Reigns and Punk going
Right
at
on.
one another.
No promos, no nothing.
WrestleMania
Just
come early. Punk with right hands.
oh yeah, beautiful.
Emotion oozing out of the pores of these men. The hatred bubbling to a head.
Oh!
To the floor. CM Punk irate after the attack by Reigns last week. And now bouncing Roman off the announce table. And Punk with a straight right to the jaw.
We got officials
Yeah.
pouring out from
Oh.
backstage, but you're gonna need more than that to separate these two.
And Punk's got Reigns
Oh.
reeling.
Look at his eyes, Cole. CM Punk's
He's
going off
pissed.
the deep end.
Oh!
Roman Reigns now fighting back. And Reigns now sending Pierce and all these officials everywhere.
I feel so bad for Pierce tonight. It's like,
like deja vu, like last week.
oh my god, oh my god.
Back. And now it's
Oh.
Punk with Reigns up in a go-to-sleep position. And finally some separation.
Not for long.
Oh!
Petey Williams speared.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Down. Again, Raw
Oh.
go-to-sleep connecting. A go-to-sleep to Reigns. Punk, he looks crazed, Corey.
An almost demonic look in the eyes of the World Heavyweight Champion.
We asked last week who lost control. It's Punk.
Okay, that's it? Well, okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Punk not done yet.
Oh.
Not done yet. Punk wants to punish Roman.
Well, Punk hasn't forgiven nor forgotten what
Oh.
happened last week, right here at our announce desk. Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
And Roman now put through the table. Deja vu. This time it's Reigns to the table.
Crazy.
Roman Reigns powerbomb through the table by the world champion.
Look at that kid.
Enough.
That's it. Stop. Roman Reigns. Stop.
He's down. They gotta separate. Get Punk out of there. And there's that crazed laugh again.
Yeah, sure.
The damnedest thing I've ever seen.
חג שמח, חיים שלי. Happy Easter, happy Passover to everyone.
Since we've seen this look in CM Punk.
By the way, I'm tomorrow going to my parents' house at the north of Israel. So basically, I'm not going to be here for SmackDown stream. Okay. Basically, I'm going off for like 5 days. So I'll be away for a few days. Oh, יש התראה. מה היה התראה? And I haven't even noticed it? When? Holy shit. Okay, so right on time. We finished on time because there's about to be a siren. So everyone, I love you all. Let's finish the stream fast because there's about to be a siren. I love you all. Thank you so much. About to finish to upload some other videos. חג שמח וכשר ואוהבת אתכם. Happy Easter, happy Passover. Love you all. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Had a blast. Great show tonight. And great people as well. I love you all. Seriously. Seriously. I'm always so freaking glad that you are here. Always dropping by. It's not taken for granted at all. So good night, Idan and Guy and Gabby and Joshua, honey. William, of course, William. William, we'll never forget. You're the best. You're always here. Hi, Spice Pack. Sorry for us just finishing the stream, but I hope to see you next time. Steven, where are you, Steven? Steven is gone, huh? So, everyone, seriously, did I miss someone? Osha was here, and Nizar, but I already said goodnight. Guy, I haven't forgotten you, but still, everyone, seriously, love you all. I really appreciate you for being here. So, have a great night, all. Good night. Have a great night.